Talking about Rebel not being such a rebel. I remember when Rebel News wanted to get arrested. I guess they realized it cost them too much money to get arrested. Yeah, man. Rebel News in Canada. They used to fight the cops all the time. Rebel News in Canada. And then it's coming like they just stopped. All of a sudden they stopped. I don't understand why, but coming like they just don't care about fighting the cops no more. Coming like they just want to help ostrich farms or something. Because David Menzies, he goes and he's going to buy some alcohol, right? This reporter, he's going to buy some alcohol. And he sees a bunch of thieves, right? A bunch of thieves go into a liquor store and they steal the alcohol. So he's like, I can't have that. And he walks out after them and he's yelling at them. And he's like, you guys are scumbags. And they pull out some bear spray or dog spray or something. And then he just backs off, right? But he finds the vehicle. Like, I guess he asked around. They got millions of people they know, you know what I mean? So they ask around and they find the vehicle, the getaway driver, right? So, or the getaway vehicle, right? That stole all the liquor. So this news reporter tracks down criminals and then goes to the police station and he's not welcome. Imagine that. Imagine doing the cop's job for them and then you go to the police station to tell them where the criminals are and the cop tells you that you're not welcome there. You're a news reporter, don't come in here with your camera or we'll charge you. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. In Canada, literally, like, they will charge you if you go around a police station with a camera. Like, they will literally charge you for going there with your camera. So this Rebel News newspaper, they used to challenge everything and get charged, take it to court, lawsuits or everything. I don't listen to them for their news. I just listen to them because they used to go at the bad cops. But now they're like 50-50. Even after the cops arrest this guy, David Menzies, he's like, over here at Rebel News, we love bad cops. It's okay. Well, he didn't say bad cops, but he said cops. But like, if you know the story of David Menzies, he was, say, in a public, he's in a public place and he's just asking people's questions, and the cops drag him right out of a public forum because his questions are making people mad. Well, that's okay, you know what I mean? People are allowed to be upset with your questions. And you would think after a while of him sitting there getting arrested and seeing all them cops watching him get falsely arrested, having to show up at all them court dates, you would think that eventually Rebel News wouldn't say, we back the blue. Like, Rebel News, literally, like they say, we back the blue even when it happens to you. Like, usually people say, you're going to back the blue until it happens to you. You know what I mean? And people usually, once it happens to you, you don't back the blue no more. You're like, oh, wow, these people did falsely arrest me. Oh, my God, these people did actually make up lies and put it in a disclosure and give it to the prosecutor. And then you get to the prosecutorial stage and you're for sure, you're like, okay, these prosecutors are going to drop the charges. But you guys can see with some of these people, some of these news reporters, like, they'll keep David Menzies in court forever, to the point where he goes to report theft of liquor and the cops tell him he can't film in the police station. Like, there's a sign. And then he fails. He doesn't even go in there with, like, glasses on or any kind of undercover, like a video pen or something, and report the crime and get his engagement. And I got a letter from a police chief down the road, and he said the reason there's no cameras at the police station is for the Occupational Health and Safety Act. Okay? So he's saying he's going to trespass you because the Occupational Health and Safety Act that he has to follow to make his employees safe is what the unsafeness. Like you going to a police station with your camera makes it unsafe for them. Therefore, they're enacting or they're filing the trespassing charge on you for the Occupational Health and Safety Act. Like you're there breaching an act you're not even a part of. Like that act does not cover you at all. That act covers them to make sure their officers are safe so they don't do any actions on their part. But restricting the media doesn't keep their officers safe. If restricting the media kept their officers safe, would Sean Long Island Audit, would he have went all the way to the cop's door? There's a real reporter. That's what a real reporter does. He goes right to the door, gets a gun pulled on him, gets spit in his face, and doesn't back down. Keeps on answering the questions and asking questions, and you know what I mean? But Rebel News, they failed this time, man. They go, we got a good deed. We're going to report these alcohol thieves to the police. The police told them to go away. You see that? You see that? See what happens? Go and try to report a crime at the police station and see what happens. They give you a phone number you got to call, and you'll be calling that number for days, if not weeks, to try to get anything done for reporting a crime. Like, there's no reporting crimes at your police station no more. So if they try to use the excuse that they're keeping the public's safe from invasion of privacy, that's not a thing. People don't go to the police station to report crimes. Only like people like Rebel News, who needs to get some B-roll for their for the video they're going to release on, you know what I mean, on YouTube or whatever. So they'll do some fucking B-roll shit over at the police station, pretend they're going to give them information about a criminal activity. But most people in society know today you cannot go to a police station. Most of the times the door is just going to be locked, and they're just going to talk to you over a speaker and tell you to call the phone number, right? So but he got into the police station, but he didn't bring his camera, and that's what I mean. Like, look at how many people Rebel News has. Millions of people. They probably got like 100 million people that follow their videos. You know, if they got 1 million or 2 million subscribers, they probably got like 100 million active viewers or 50 million active viewers or whatever it is. And if they're scared to go in and challenge no camera policies, I can understand why. Like, you should have seen what happened to one of these Canadian auditors. His name's PC Audits, right? P and a C and then Audits. So he goes into the first police station to put a no camera policy up. So he's like, I'm going to take the fine. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to show up at the court. I'm going to show the judge what the Constitution and the charter. He doesn't file the right documents. He doesn't file a F4 and a 24.1 charter constitutional challenge, right? So you got to file a 24.1 constitutional challenge, right? So the Crown Attorney can answer to it. You can just show up at court and be like, I'm challenging the Constitution. It doesn't work like that. Like, you got to give the prosecutor a chance, which is bullshit. The judge should just be like, you're right. Your rights were, the Constitution was breached. We're dropping the ticket. But no, the judge said, stop talking about the Constitution. He said, I don't want to hear anything about the Constitution. You didn't file the form to bring the... Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with the stream today. Man, that sucks. We had a bunch of people up in here, puppy, and then it went off. And then our stream went off. Maybe I should start a new stream, and maybe it's the way I'm have this out. Well, that sucks, man. Yeah, man. So just met 2 kids on the highway there. Just wanted them to be safe on their drive. So we were talking about Rebel News, man. I cannot believe them. They're only challenging ostrich farms. I guess they're just going where the money is nowadays, guys, man. Like, I think they're just going where the donations are. Because a lot of times they can just have good stories. Like, it would be a good story if David Menzies would have just rang a camera in there and took the trespassing charge. Like, I even tried to reach out to them about when I got trespassed at the city hall over here for the camera. Like, I would love if David Menzies and Rebel News just came to North Bay and just film there. Just go inside, film, wait for the cops to show up, get a good story, show people how to hold the government accountable. Like, I don't really listen to news. Like, I listen to Rebel News because I know they get arrested by the cops all the time. So I love seeing that shit. I like just seeing the drama. I listen to all the news channels, guys. Anybody who's here who knows Blue Screw News, I don't have an agenda. I listen to CNN, I listen to Fox just as much. I listen to CBC, I listen to Rebel News. I listen to all the podcasters, I listen to everything. I want to know everybody's opinion on everything. I don't want to be surprised down the road and meet somebody who has an opinion I never heard about. I like to analyze everybody's opinion, so I really don't have feelings about anything. I'm just mainly an observer. I find myself to be just an observer of this world and the people doing their actions. I just sit back from afar. I just enjoy my little 2 meals a day. Just enjoy my little minimalist lifestyle. I just don't need too much. I just need this bike and a grocery store within distance for me to get, and just a couple meals a day is all I need, man, and an internet connection. Give me a good phone, a good bike, and that's it. I could live in a cave. It wouldn't even matter if it was warm. So I think I'll probably be traveling the country soon enough, going to all these unconstitutional cities with all these unconstitutional bylaws and rules and stuff and challenging them. Like, I just hate to lose everything I have if I get sued by, like, the government or something, man. Because I want to start, like, launching lawsuits against them, but if I lose, I'm on the hook for their lawyer fees. So, like, I'm on the hook for 10 grand, right? So I don't know if, like, you know what I mean? My channel's ever going to make enough to, pay a lawyer 30 grand and then maybe have an extra 10 grand over that year in case I lose, because I surely want to sue. Like, I surely don't want to just do this like other auditors and then just start running and filming Darren and Karen, They can't get no content from the police and they're too scared to go through the whole process. Like me, I subpoena everybody to court. Like, I have court cases coming up right now where I'm going to be subpoenaing the judge to court. Like, I'm actually subpoenaing the judge to court because she breached my constitutional right to a fair trial. And I cannot get the transcripts because the transcripts will cost me thousands of dollars, and I don't have that as a poor person. But what I do have is a couple hours to go in front of a judge and to give the other judge's name. I'm not going to say she's a judge. I'm just going to give her first and last name and say that she's needed for a constitutional challenge in a criminal trial, and they're just going to sign it. They sign it blindly, guys. Guys, if you need subpoenas for police or prosecutors or whatever it is, you go in and you just tell the justice of the peace that they are part of your disclosure or they are part of a constitutional challenge that you're bringing at trial. And you can get almost anybody subpoenaed. I prefer you not to go in and tell them that you're subpoenaing judges, but Rebel News knows this too. Rebel News has all kinds of money and lawyers, but I was talking to a lawyer the other day who knows those guys, and he was saying it's getting thin over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the donations ain't coming in like they used to be. And that's understandable, because if you see the situation in life, less money's coming into everyone, you know what I mean? I'm only hoping I can make enough money to sue with my videos. Like, none of my videos, none of my money I need. I live off of $1,300 a day, a month, and I haven't reached into my savings. I have a big bag of savings too, and I bought a house 5 years ago, and I haven't reached into my savings. And I eat every day. I smoke my medicine every day. I have a dog. I feed my dog healthy every day. Um, yeah, life is great, man. I pay all my bills, and I still have a little bit of money over for some drywall or for some light fixtures or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? And I only get $1,300 on a disability. But my taxes are only $90, and my water's only 140. You know, my internet's not really that much, $100 or 150 or something. You know what I mean? Like, my hydro bill is not that big. Like, my power bill is not that big. I don't use much power. I live just like, everything I do on my phone. Watch everything on my phone. I ain't got no computer or nothing. Half my house I don't even use. I got 1,000 square foot house, and I don't even use half of it. I don't need to. So all the power just stays off. So my power bill is really, really light. So I wish everybody could find a house to buy and, live a really humble, meek life, man. It would be nice. But everybody lives in the big city, man. Rent's $1,500, $2,000 for a one bedroom or some crap like that. Like, how are you going to survive? I'm just lucky. Like, look at this. It's beautiful out here, man. This is the way you live your life, man. We got some people with four-wheelers right here. We got some farmers farming right there. I get fresh beef. I get fresh eggs. I'm going to buy all my stuff from farmers. Get my honey from around here, fresh honey, and next year I'll be growing my own medication probably. I'll be growing my own vegetables. I might sell my house. I bought an abandoned house, right? And been fixing it up slowly but surely. But I'm looking at a house down the road that needs to be torn down, and they just sold it for $140,000. And literally the house that's on it has to be torn down. And I'm like, this is just crazy. So I might sell my house in this little country town and move even farther away into a smaller town where the house is totally made up and I can have a studio and not have to do YouTube. I've got to take care of my dog. I've got to take care of my regular life. I've got to renovate my house. I've got to do my gardening, grow my medication. I would just rather have my studio running, take care of my dog, take care of my content, you know what I mean? Take care of my garden, and that's it. Live a simple life, man. Take the government to court over and over and over again, man. I'm not looking for big settlements. I'm just looking to get these no camera policies taken down. So I can put my lawsuit on the internet, and anyone else can just go to that police station, take my lawsuit, just take my name out of it, put their name in it, and submit the same documents the way I did. That's what my literal plan is that I want to do. I want to test all of these things for all these auditors that are scared because they don't know how to sue or what is going to go on. And I want to make sure that they know exactly how to file all the paperwork in court. But that's it again. If you have any income or if you have any money at all in life and you can't get a fee waiver for court, it's costing you thousands and thousands of dollars just to submit your documents and this and that if you don't have a lawyer. So it's not like it's free anyways, but if you're low income, I can teach these people how to get all the court documents and the court cases filed for free. And I'm sure in your country, whatever country you're from, you would have that same, maybe the same system, maybe not. Maybe Canada is just a socialist country and they'll let me go to free court because I'm poor. I'm not too sure, but maybe in your country there might be some kind of fee waiver form that you can fill out. But people need to start suing their government, man. Like, that's why I like that Long Island audit, man. He's like just made a video yesterday or something about the cop that spit in his face. He lost his qualified immunity for one of the assaults that he did on Sean. And the other assault that he did on Long Island Audit, he didn't lose his qualified immunity because there was no precedents before. There was no like case law set before that was prevalent in the justice system to say that the cop should know better, because it was already proven that that was a breach of somebody's constitutional rights. But there shouldn't have to be a law or case law or a precedent before. Like a judge shouldn't have had to recognize it before to, you know what I mean? So the cop gets his qualified immunity, but the next cop who does that same kind of action to somebody else won't have qualified immunity because they should have known that they were breaching the person's constitutional rights. I don't know. It's just a big confusing bag of crap, man. And that's why, like, a lot of people just put down their camera after they get arrested one or two times. Like, I'm talking to one guy, and he's like, I don't know if I want to even get arrested no more. Like, I went to jail, I lost all this money. Like, they put restriction on me that I can't even film cops and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, that's what they'll do. They'll falsely accuse you, put you in jail, make you plead guilty, and then give you some kind of sentence that tells you you can't film them no more. Like, it's just total authoritarian style, whatever it is coming, man. It's just coming fast too, man. So, but Rebel News, they're worried about the ostriches, but I can understand. And I'm not mad at them for not challenging all of these unconstitutional policies. They go where the wallet is, right? They go where the donations are flooding in. And they put their resources back into what their community wants to watch, right? So if their community wanted to watch bad cops, they would be screaming it in the comment section like me, right? And I bring up Rebel News, but I'm not a left or right guy. If you're left or right, I'm just the guy who just knows what right is, right and wrong. You know what I mean? I know what right and wrong is. I don't care about the left and right. I don't believe in them politics. I don't believe that somebody's going to save me if I vote for them. I believe that system is built the way it is. Well, a lot of people, they'll come and they'll tell you the system is broken, right? You'll sit down at the water cooler or on the comment section, whatever it is today in your video or your Discord or whatever it is, and you're going to be like, the system is broken. I can't believe how broken it is. Why can't anyone else see it? Why does the government not see how broken the system is? Guys, the system's not broken. It's working exactly the way it was designed. It's flawlessly working. It's working exactly the way that the rich people want it. The rich people want the cops to protect them. So the rich people have to find a way to get the cops to protect them. So the rich people pay for the crooked politicians to tell you lies. And a politician is more than happy to tell you lies. When have you ever seen a politician win by telling the truth? Right? The public don't want the truth. The public is sold a lie way easier than the truth. What is the saying? A lie travels around the world before the truth has the chance to put its pants on or to step out the door. So, you know what I mean? Like, a lie can just be gone. It'll be viral within a minute. But the truth is nothing. You're going to have one person listening to you, like how I have one person listening to me right now. Oh boy. Oh, burn. But yeah, like, so if you expect a politician to tell you the truth, well, then why don't you start watching truthful things? Put down Housewives of Beverly Hills, put down all this other crap, and start living a good life, and a life that you're adding substance to it every day. But that's hard, so I can understand. I don't want to do all that work either. Just even filming these cops, like I was saying, is hard. A lot of people have put down their cameras because why not? If you see Rebel News not even wanting to challenge unconstitutional policies and they've got millions and millions of viewers. Like, I don't know how many subscribers they got, but I bet you their unique view count is like 100 million people. And they go to the police station. They're like, oh, we're not allowed to bring in our camera, so they leave their camera outside, go in there and file their police report, rat on a bunch of people, which I don't care. I don't like criminals, just like I don't like bad cops. But they go in there, they snitch out on a whole bunch of people for stealing liquor, and the cops don't let him in with the camera. And David Menzies, he's like, you know us at Rebel News, we back the blue. And in the same breath, he talks about how they falsely arrested him 5 times. He's like, not all cops are bad. Oh, 200 cops just watched you get falsely arrested. How many of them wrote lies in the disclosure? You know what I mean? So I don't know what's wrong with Rebel News, man. I'm in their comment section just like I'm in CTV News comment section telling them to do more issues about the bad police. Like, you see, like, in the States, you see, like, lots of news channels, they frequently do tons of stories about bad police. But up here, it's like, oh, they just report it once and they forget about it. It's not like, because the public don't want to hear about it. Most people can't protect themselves, let alone protect their family. So they think they need these men in costumes to come and protect them. And I cannot convince anybody nothing different. They definitely think that they need police for protection, but I don't know, man. 99% of the time, the police show up when it's done. I'm grateful they show up 1% of the time and maybe stop a criminal from doing something, but that's usually a domestic violence thing, you know what I mean? That will always have to be dealt with, right? There's always going to be police for that. No matter what, if you could stop all the crime in the world, you can give every criminal unlimited, give them a gold card. You can give every criminal a gold card, and they would stop doing crime. But they're still going to get into an argument with their family member or their loved ones or something and go overboard. You know, always going to be crime. That's one thing that a lot of people are. It's like, oh, I want all the crime to stop. Well, come on. Realistically, if all the crime stopped, where would all the lawyers go? Where would all the judges go? Where would all the prosecutors go? Where would all the social workers go? Where would all the court guards go? Where would all everybody that works in the courts, in the jails, in everything? Where would they all go? They certainly wouldn't find jobs because the criminals have them. All the criminals stopped doing crime. They all went and got jobs. There's only a certain amount of jobs in each country. You know what I mean? Like, I think a healthy unemployment rate in a country is like 5%. That's what a healthy unemployment rate is. Like a healthy country running. The lower the better, but like, realistically, you think you can get everybody unemployed or everybody employed? That's a fantasy. That's like a fantasy, man. They're always going to be greedy people anyways. I don't care if they got 1 million, they want 2 million. If they got 10 million, they want 20 million. Look at all them people. They get busted for it all the time. So, it is what it is, man. I just want people to know that they can challenge these unconstitutional policies, man. We don't need millions of people, millions of viewers. I got 3,000 champions on my subscription list right now. It's going to grow. I haven't even been on here 1 month, so I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll have like 10 or 15,000. Well, not by the end of the year, but in a year from now I'll have like 15,000 people, and then next year, 50,000, and then keep on growing from there. A lot to learn, man. Like, I was talking to somebody today, man. Being a YouTube creator is not easy, man. I do not like work. I do not like work. I'm allergic to work, man. And it's hard. You've got to learn a lot of things, a lot of programs. You've got to put a lot of time in learning. And I just hate it, but like, I need to hold the government accountable, so I have to sacrifice the time that I have left in this world to complete a mission. I did a lot of wrong in this world, and I only did a few good things. I'd like to do a couple more good things, man. I'd like to protect the rights that we have right now and make sure that more rights just don't slip away. Like, too many rights have been slipping away from us, man, ever since the pandemic. But I really don't have no opinion on the pandemic. Like, I don't really get into those issues. I'm just an agenda-free um, news channel. My agenda is bad government. I will highlight good government. And somebody asked me that the other day. You sure put a lot of, bad police on your channel. Why don't you put good police on your channel? So I put up a couple of videos that I had of police acting correctly. Yeah, 3 views. I get 3 views, not even 1 like. Nobody wants to see a cop acting correctly. And why should I have to put up videos of the government acting correctly? Why doesn't the government just act correctly every time, and then people like me would not have any content? And I told that to a cop at the station over there. I said, why are you guys acting a fool when a person shows up with a camera? Stay in the station, keep doing your work. That guy's going to leave within 30, 40 minutes. He's going to go somewhere else and try to trigger somebody. I'm like, you guys are the problem. It's not the person with the camera. Like, the person with the camera cannot get you to act like a fool. And the cop just stares at the ground there. You're like, I told him, like, this is exactly what I told him. I said, if I come here and you act rational, then you're just making me look like the one who's unrational. Perfect. Job done. Boom. Growing trust within the community again. Boom. People are enjoying cops and liking cops again. Boom. We've got to change them somehow, right? So maybe these cameras, keeping them in the station and then them talking about it all the time, maybe that'll transfer out to society, you know what I mean? But again, like I was telling people earlier, well, I wasn't because my mic was off. I was just driving, talking to myself. These body cameras don't stop police from doing bad behavior. Most police don't do bad behavior because they think it's unjustified. They're not just like bing, 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 bang, doing whatever. They're thinking what they're doing is justified. So they're doing whatever they're doing to you. In their head, it's justified. Whatever made them think what they're doing is justified. But once they get the cameras, they're going to be like, okay, now you can't falsely accuse me for anything because I've got a camera, so my feelings are right. It's going to embolden them. Like, literally, there was a cop down the road. He was filming me with his cell phone, and that emboldened him so much that he tried to attack me twice. Well, I don't know if the first time he tried to attack me, he was just getting, like, I explained to him that I was 25 feet away filming the police interacting with the public, and he just walked up on me fast. He closed that 25-foot distance within, like, seconds, trying to jam his phone in my face. And I was like, yo, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, slow down, slow down, slow down. You know what I mean? Like, back up, back up, back up. I'm like, that's what we got these cameras for. So no false accusations can be made. But I'm getting one of them 360 cameras with a backpack. And I'm going to put on, I'm going to put on a 360 camera, Insta360, on a stick. And I'm going to get the stick to stay way up in the air and have 360 all around me, because lately the cops have been coming up and they've been like hitting me in my back and stuff, like actually hitting me, like not just like touching me and telling me, okay, let's move on. No, like actually hitting me, boof, boof, like open-handed and stuff, you know what I mean? But like pretending they're just trying to push me to move me on, but they're not allowed to touch me at all. And this time, the last time I went back to court, they rang me through the metal detector, and then they wanted to wand me. And I told the cop, I said, if that wand touches me, I'm taking that wand from you. I said, you touch me with that, I'm taking it from you, man. I'm telling you, you have no right to touch me with nothing. Assault is applied force. In Canada, an assault is when somebody applies unwanted force to you. And that force is unwanted. I do not consent to being touched with your stick, with your tool, with your weapon, whatever that thing is that you're waving around in the air at me for no reason. and they were mad at me, man. They kept wanting me for like 15 minutes while everybody's walking by, thinking that I'm gonna be embarrassed or something. I'm not embarrassed at all. My pride is so it would not rely on what they think. My pride relies on what I think about myself, not what anybody else in the whole world thinks. There's not one thing in the world that anyone thinks about me that I would really even care. Not my parents, not nothing. No one. No one. The only person that matters is me. Like how I feel about myself. Am I a good person or am I a piece of crap? That's it. Am I doing the right thing or am I doing the wrong thing? I have a moral fabric that is very, very strong and very protecting of communities and good people, children and old people. And yeah, these cops can't be trusted, man. The only career where you're so untrusted, you have to wear a camera with every interaction with the public. Like, we're their bosses, and we have to make them wear a camera for every interaction with us because they can't be trusted. Now, would you even stay in a job if you were not trusted and you had to have a camera on you all day? My cousin just quit a job. He had a good job. Well, not a good job, but he had a job at a grocery store. He was the produce manager there for like a long, long time. And he said, what, you're putting cameras in the back and now you're watching us? Oh my God, AI is watching them. Like, they had AI program on it that if anyone stopped for a certain amount of time back there, like the bells would go off and shit in the office. People would be running back there like it's a 5 alarm fire. Like, oh my God, you stopped moving for half a second. Ah. He's like, I'm out of here, man. He's like, no, no. He's like, this is too much, man. So I don't know what he's gonna do. But I know he said his knees and stuff and this and that couldn't handle it either. Like, his body is not cut out for it no more. He's had a couple injuries and stuff, and that's why I quit work, man. I was like 40 years old, and I'm looking at these 60 years old people that can't even barely walk anymore. They're getting laid off first, and the people are laughing at them. The bosses don't care about them and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be them guys. I'm not letting these people just tear up my body for a paycheck that doesn't even last till the next paycheck. Like, you just make enough to go back to work. Like, literally, you make enough paycheck just to go back to work again. It's not really good. I'm not into it, man. I'd rather just be poor and my paycheck just lasts me until I'm poor again the next month. Like, no matter what. I was making $33 an hour in the Carpenters Union, and I was still poor. When I was living in London, Ontario, the rent situation, I bought a car, I had a car payment, and la 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 la. But all the same, you know what I mean? It don't matter if you're making $50 an hour or $500 an hour. Everybody lives above their means. Most of this society lives above their means right now. I live below my means, and it actually makes me happy. Like, I would be stressed out if I had any debt in the world. I would be just so stressed out. I've never had debt in my life. Once I bought the car there with the car payment, but I don't really consider that. I paid $7,000 cash, and then I think I paid payments for about 6 months, and then I saved up the other $7,000. So I paid like $7, and then $7 in payments, and then I paid another $7 and just closed it off. I don't like this. I don't like remembering to put the money in my bank or to have it there. And then if I miss a payment, my credit's no good. And oh man, not that I would miss a payment. It was just that I didn't keep money in my bank. I never really trusted banks. I still don't trust banks. Definitely losing more and more faith in banks nowadays because yeah, they're really doing some shady things, man, and some people are really learning how to scam everything with this AI and everything. I'm seeing people's, being debanked and people's banks being emptied, and look what they did when people were protesting their government. Like in Canada, people were protesting their government, and they were getting donations from GoFundMe, and they like closed everybody's bank accounts and took their money, and oh, what a whole heap of bull crap, man. Just a heap of bull crap. So I never trusted banks in my life, and there's just another reason to show you guys that, there's really nothing we can do. The system, like I said earlier, the system is not broken. The system was built away, and it's working flawlessly for the rich people. The rich people are protected by the police. The rich people pay for the politician. No matter what politician is in there, they're all protecting the rich person, because the rich person is paying for their budget to get in there, paying for the election cycles, and paying for all the little travels and tips and gifts and all that. And it's happening they're giving it to both parties. You think the billionaire is only given to one person? You're sadly mistaken. I hedge my bets on everything. If you don't know what hedging your bets is, it's like covering your bet. You're not just going to bet on black. You know what I mean? If you can bet on black and red and make a profit in the end, like say if roulette, if you bet black, you get $300. If you bet red, you get $300. Right? People would just be going there crazy. You know what I mean? They'd be just making money off. And that's what rich people do. They know if they put 300 on this person and 300 on that person, whoever wins, they're getting $6 million, billion, gazillion dollars back. And it's all coming from you. So I don't pay taxes no more. I'm never going to pay taxes. Well, I got my YouTube channel. I just filled out all the tax form today. So I guess I am going to pay taxes again. And I got all these bootlickers in the comment section talking about they're going to rat me out to the government and stuff. I don't care what the government wants. If I have to pay taxes, I have to pay taxes. They're just going to take it from me if I don't pay it. Fuck. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to let them give me extra taxes and extra fees and penalties. But I just tell everybody I'm not going to pay anyways in the comment sections, just to get them to spread drama, tell them who to call and everything. I'm like, you guys can just call these people right here, man. You think I care? I want the government to waste time. I want them to waste money and resources. That's the only way they learn. I'm just going to tell you this right now, guys. They never fix something that is broken unless it costs them too much money to leave it broken. If something's broken and it only costs them a little bit of money each year, but it would cost them more just to fix the whole situation, they're not going to fix it. They only fix it when the resources cost too much just to leave it the same, where it's going to be cheaper if we go and fix this problem than to leave it the same. So it's kind of coming like our duty to waste our own resources. So they fix the fucking problems. I don't know if that's going to work. I seen a guy, this person who's in charge of this one big city, me and him were talking after a protest. We're just having a conversation and shit. And he's like, it doesn't even matter. He's like, it don't matter if you waste all the resources and the whole country wants to waste the resources. We're just going to take more resources from you guys. I'm like, this is just a sad situation, man. So even if you try to hold your government accountable and you sue the crap out of them and you know what I mean? You have them held accountable and they fix the situation. It's all just coming out of your pocket. And that's where I'm saying, you never ever heard of a politician getting elected by telling you he's going to raise taxes. Show me one election where a politician won. The politician was like, well, we're just going to raise the taxes and vote for me. Yeah, right. That's where nothing's going to get fixed, because it's all going to have to come from us. So it's either we pay for it now, or we save a penny now, and it's going to cost us $1 later. Just look at all the homeless that's going on right now. That's because the politicians did not want to fix that. They did not want to fix it. They just let it fester, let it grow, decriminalized everything, just let it grow, let the tent cities grow, because they wanted to save a penny. And now look at it, it's costing everybody $1. Their final solution, let's go bulldoze the tents. Let's give them 15 minutes to leave with one little bag of stuff, and then we're going to bulldoze the tents. So do you guys realize where they got all of that stuff in the tents? Let me guess, they stole it, right? They went in your shed, they went in your Walmart, they went in your Target, whatever it is, they went in your grocery store and they stole all that stuff. Now if you go in and you bulldoze down all that stuff and all those tents, where do you think they're going? You go in, you bulldoze down all their tents and all their possessions, throw it out. Where do you think they're going to get them things again? You think, oh my God, this is a miracle. They treated me with such humanity by bulldozing my tent and taking all my stuff. I'm healed. I'm healed from all the generational trauma, and I'm just gonna go get a job. Like some of these people haven't even shaved or showered in generations, let alone just go get a job. You can't just bulldoze their tent and then tomorrow they got a job. You know where they're going? I'll tell you where they're going. They're going to the next Walmart, to the next strip mall, and they're stealing everything back. They're going to your shed again. They're going to his shed. They're going to break into this house. They're going to break into that car. They're going to get their stuff back, guys. And it's us paying for it. So we saved $1. We saved a penny, but it's costing us $1. It's costing us $10. Same with having no doctors in a country like Canada. Okay, you think it's saving you money because it's going to be the taxpayer who pays to have everybody get a doctor, but it's not saving you money. It's actually costing you, saving a penny and costing you $100 because people's conditions are just getting worse and worse and worse because they don't have a doctor. I haven't had a doctor my whole life. I just got a phone call the other day by somebody, and I'm going to be having a registered nurse at least. But yeah, it's all about saving a penny. And the politicians are always going to want to save the penny to be like, look, I balanced the budget or something. You know what I mean? And it's just sickening. Sickening. But thanks for being here, guys. I gotta get off the road before it gets dark. I don't want got a full battery almost, but my dog's tired. My dog's been having some breathing issues lately. I don't know if she's got an infection or if she's just fat. She's getting too fat there because at night she's getting like sleep apnea. Like I can hear her breathing is off there. But like people have told me it might be a nose infection, but nothing is dripping in her nose. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong. She's not like not eating. She's not like lethargic. She's like sleeping well. She's playing well. You know what I mean? The only thing is she's just having a little bit of a breathing issue. Beautiful day out, guys. Winter's coming, man. I don't know where you're from, man, but the winter's coming, man. This sucks. I've got my dog tied in. We're with this thing right here. Oh, so beautiful out, guys. So beautiful. Wow, man. Thanks for joining me today, man. This is just amazing. This is how you're supposed to live your life, man. Just no stress. Well, I have a stress, guys. My stress is I have no stress. My stress is I have no stress, man. Like I literally was depressed one time for like not a long time, but it was on my head for a while, man. Like a couple weeks. I was like, fucking this person, their wife's yelling at them. This person, their kid's in jail. This person's got all these problems. I ain't got no problems at all. I'm like, this is depressing. Am I normal or am I abnormal? How come I ain't got no problems? How come I wake up happy every day? I'm like, fucking, I see people wake up just so miserable in life every day. And I got nothing. And one teacher, I was in this course there to do some drywall and stuff, and this teacher hated me. I didn't know why he hated me, but I kind of figured it out when I reviewed some of the conversations with him. Because back then I was like, oh, I'd like to get married and stuff, and he would say, oh, you don't want that. Just keep on driving and stuff. And then I realized, like, I show up happy every day. He was so unhappy. He was married with the kids. I was single, fucking couch surfing or something, possibly homeless. And I'm in the happiest mood in my life with poverty. And this guy's a teacher in a college with all this money and influence, and he's unhappy as shit. That didn't work out too well. And that's one thing there. You have to hide your happiness, guys. Guys out in public, you have to hide your happiness. They will come for it. They will come for it. They are vampires. They are energy vampires out there that are only happy when you're not happy. So you really, really got to protect that force. That force you have inside you, that childlike happiness, you have to protect it, man. You cannot go bitter. You cannot let life make you bitter, man. That's one thing, guys, man. Life is not going to make me bitter. Two things you can get mad at in life, okay? You can get mad at the things you can change and the things you can't change, right? And if you can change it, then what are you mad at? Just get up and change the situation. Boom. It's over. And if you can't change it, what are you mad at? You can't change the situation. The sky is falling. What am I going to do? Get an umbrella? Fuck it. You know, the nukes are going to fall on your head. It's done. You can't change it, whatever it is. You know what I mean? You had a tragedy in your life or something that you can't change. Let it go. Don't live in the moment. I lived in a moment of tragedy for 35 years with no growth. Always going back to my trauma. Always identifying with my trauma. It was a good way to mess up my whole life, I'll tell you that much. Very, very good way to mess up my whole life until I learned how to let go of that moment. I let them people control my future from their actions. Not once was I sad or angry or whatever emotion I had. Not once did it affect them. They were still out eating their McDonald's, playing their games, doing their whatever. The energy you spend being mad at somebody never affects them. And it's your energy. You have to protect your energy. You can't let somebody win. Once somebody triggers you, they've won. They've controlled you. They've taken your energy. They have defeated you. They have defeated you, my friend. I'm just letting you know. Getting angry at them, they're walking away smiling. I was just like, I used to tell my friend in Jamaica, man, he's like, you go everywhere with all your gold, all your money, you're not scared. You're not going to beg for your life if we try to take it and da-da-da you. I'm like, I ain't going to beg for nothing, man. Beg for what? So you can go there and live your life laughing about, look at he was crying and asked for his mommy and everything. You know, what? I'm not. You already going to take my shit, take my life, and you think I'm going to give you the satisfaction of just, well, every time you and your crew crack beers together and talk about it. You remember he peed himself. He was peeing. He peed himself. He was crying. He wanted his mommy. Big gangster boy couldn't take the heat. Well, you know what I mean? No. And that reminds me of something happened over down south in Canada, around Toronto, Ontario, where one biker gang wanted to take over another biker gang. So they had a meeting or something and called in like 7 or 8 of them, right? And did them all one by one. Like had them sit down and, walked one by one out and ding, 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 they're all gone. And during, like, when one goes out, there's one guy just crying, and then the witnesses, like, they got busted, right? And in court, like, one of the guys who did all the booming onto the other 7 or 8 guys was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, there's one guy crying for his mom, and Ray, and then this guy told that guy to shut up. He's like, just shut up and be a man. You didn't think this was possible, being in a biker gang? Like, just shut up. This is what's going to happen, and we're gone. That's it. And he just told the guy to be a man, and the guy, I don't remember the rest of the story. He probably cried for his mama. But ain't no way I'm crying for my mama on nothing. Yeah, I'm not begging nobody for nothing ever, man. No sirree. I don't even know how I got into that story, man. I'm trying to rake my brain right now how I got into, like, begging people and them laughing at you about it. Anyway, I must have been somewhere. I'm going to go home before I get too tired, man. All right, guys, we're about 15 minutes away from home. Let's go. Well, yeah, life is great for me, man. I'm happy. Never let. Oh, yes, people stealing your energy. That's what I mean. If people ever steal your energy, they're walking away laughing. And for the rest of their life, they're going to laugh about how they triggered you. You don't think I laugh about how I triggered them damn police officers every time I go there? Well, why do they want me to have that satisfaction? I don't even know why they come to me, man, because they know I just want the stimulation. Like I told them a long time ago, I want these court dates. I want this stimulation. I'm bored. I don't watch TV. I don't do any of this. I like to read the law. I like to make sure my rights are upheld. Like, you're not going to scare me with paperwork. I'll do more paperwork than you. I'm on a disability. I'm bored. I'm bored. And the only thing I got is my pride. My knees are gone. My eyes are gone. My hearing's gone. Back is gone. I got degenerative disc in my neck. I'm like, man, hey, whatever, man. The last thing anybody has is their pride. So if you ever wonder why, say your grandpa or whatever won't stop driving or won't stop working or whatever it is, because every other thing on him is gone. Everything else on him is gone. It's broken. It don't work no more. And the pride is the last thing to go. So, yeah, my pride is what I'm running on right now, because it is what it is, man. I sat for 50 years not fighting the government. And now I want to fight them because nobody else is. It just seems like everybody just wants to take the easy road. They just want the lowest hanging fruit. They want to pick the fruit when the fruit isn't ripe. They want the easy battles in life, man. I'm willing to go and do the hard battles, guys. I'm actually got court on Tuesday. I got court this Tuesday. And I've got a peace bond hearing to have 2 police officers stay away from me on November 17th. So I have court coming up on October 7th for a first appearance. This is my 3rd time going to the first appearance. My first time going, the cop wouldn't let me in court because I told him I didn't like him, and he said he was going to falsely arrest me. The video's on my channel. He said, I'm going to falsely arrest you for not showing up at court. I'm like, I'm at court and you pushed me out. How can you push me out of the whole court and then go tell the judge I didn't show up? And then I show up 3 weeks later for my first appearance finally again, and they have a duty counsel. Duty counsel is like a free lawyer, like you know what I mean? The free lawyer to represent you, right? So they have a duty counsel there, and I look at him. I'm like, oh, you're the ex-prosecutor that had a conflict of interest on my case. He had conflict of interest on my case. He lied to the judge about me. Lied to the judge, said I didn't file my motions on time. I had a whole bunch of constitutional challenges and illegal search and seizures and fair play and decency and cruel and unusual punishment and one for judge shopping and a couple other motions anyways. So the prosecutor tells the judge, because he doesn't want to answer my motions because he knows I'm going to win, tells the judge I didn't file them on time. And I'm like, okay, well, I go look at the law, and I'm like, wait, I did file them on time. So all I had to do was email the prosecutor's office, and when I went back to court, he wasn't a prosecutor no more. Now he's working for legal aid. Yeah, now he's working for legal aid. He's working for pennies on the dollar than what he used to make. And so I was like, hey, man, I was like, you're the prosecutor who had conflict of interest on my case. And the cop told me I was lying. The cop in the hallway, he's like, yeah, you're lying. And then I go and I talk to the duty counsel. I was like, you can't represent me on my first appearance, so we're gonna have to remand this. My first appearance, man. Cop's like, you're lying. And I'm like, I'm lying, right? That's why my shit got remanded. And the cop just put his head down. Yeah, man, I subpoena cops, I subpoena judges, I subpoena prosecutors to court. I've held a lot of people responsible in this country, and I'm going to keep on doing it. But now I'm just going to learn to film properly, and hopefully my mic worked good this time. Now I'm just going to learn to film properly, guys, and try to learn how to do lawsuits too, because let me show you a little bit of what I'm doing here. I've got steel coming for my roof. I've got some steel coming for my roof there, for my shed. I have a shed I'm building. I've got some steel coming for the roof. What's going on, guys? Give me a second. I just want to make sure my internet's still off here. Oh, yeah, here. I got some sunflower seeds over here growing. The birds eat it all the time. Big sunflowers, man. They grow like 12 feet tall. If you're supposed to stake them, we didn't stake them. But the heads are like 18 inches, man. Look, that's my hand. That's my hand, and that 18 inches. They're replantable, so I want to replant all of that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful there, guys. Look at that. Yes, Canada's so beautiful. Yes, sunflowers are so beautiful. They grew up here like perfect because it's flat. But sorry if I'm yelling. But when it starts coming down the hill, they don't grow as much. Same with over here. See, I planted these because I wanted to block out all of this. I wanted it to grow tall like that. I planted these ones first. I planted these ones like a week before those ones, but they're on a hill. And it's crappy. It's crappy, and the snow plows all the salt and everything, a big pile here. And so I think like from all the oil and the salt from the winter roads, they're not growing. So I'm going to grow them like 2 more feet that way. I'll whippersnipper all this next year, and I'll put cardboard down and holes, and then I'll plant them, and then I'll keep on working over the years, and then that'll just be a big field of sunflowers. I bought this house, abandoned house, $30,000 I bought it for. It was in really, really rough shape, guys, like really, really rough shape. Like none of these stones or nothing like this was here. I had to take 3 layers of siding off the house. I had to take every window out, every door out. I changed all the rot from like all the, everything from all the windows and the doors. And I took all the siding off and I put insulation on. And then I stayed in that trailer for a while I was building the inside of the house. It's still getting fixed. There was a garage there. I cut it in half. I put half there. I wrapped it up, and I've got the steel coming. There's steel coming next week. So I'll be doing a live stream of me putting a steel roof on there. I got the other half of the garage there. I just got to get siding for it. I've got the roof coming. Like I bought the roof I ordered it all together, you know what I mean? And same with back here because of all them beautiful trees right there. The sunflowers don't get no sun. I guess sunflowers need sun. I thought those ones would be really big and it would give my neighbors some privacy while I built my house and stuff, but it didn't work that way. Slowly but surely, guys. I didn't do no work this year, man. I don't know what happened this year. All I did is built my garden and play on YouTube. Or no, I played on the Chinese app and shit. I played on the Chinese app for a while. Let me go show you my bike. I just played on the Chinese app just to get to learn what people wanted. It was very easy for me to learn what people like wanted from my videos. I just would sell off on TikTok, and now I'm just uploading it all to YouTube. And I should be getting more video soon enough. This is electric bike. It goes pretty fast, guys, but you're not allowed to. I only drive the speed limit. No plate, no license, no nothing. Just beautiful, man. I bought it for $5,600, man. Maybe I'll read some of these chats. Very beautiful view. Oh, very nice bike. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go back over here for that view, man. This is just... I can't believe how beautiful that is. Those trees, actually, the trees at my house right there, they block that beautiful sunset. But yeah, it's really nice, man. Sometimes it gets so beautiful, like it's like a pink. It's like a pink all over there. It like gets really, really pink and beautiful. Yeah, man. Thanks for being here, guys. You guys are really champions, man. Like, thanks for liking the video, the live. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your comments. Let me try to read some of this. You got ripped off. How did I get ripped off? I paid $30,000 for that whole house, 1,000 square feet. Literally, my property is like, I mow from here. I take care of from here with my lawnmower. I mow all the way to the train tracks, all the way around to the back where you seen, all the way up to where these potteries is. Like literally, my property alone is worth like, if it was just an empty lot, my property alone is worth like 60 grand. And I paid 30 grand. Nothing was savable in the house. Everything had to get torn out, but the roof was good. Like the wood, like the drywall was bad. Everything was bad, but all the skeleton of the house was good, except for where the windows were and the doors were. Where the windows were and the doors were, it was really horrible. A lot of rot and a lot of crap. You know what I mean? I wouldn't recommend it on anyone. But right now, this house right up here just sold for $140,000, and it's a total teardown. Like, I don't understand. Like, the guy was selling it for 50 grand. He sold it for 50. Then that guy sold it for like maybe 120. And then that guy sold it for 140. And now it just sold for 140. Like, they just put it up for 140, and it's a total teardown. It's a total fucking teardown. 140 they just put it up for, and they sold it within days. Within days, guys. Within days. Like, and the lady told me the bottom of the house is just all rotted out. It's just like, it's just sitting on wood. All it is sitting on wood. In the back of the house here, where you see all the, up there, it's all rotted. Like, it was so rotted out there that, yeah, they just sold it for 140. I was definitely thinking of just selling mine for 200 and then moving to a really, really, really smaller community with a house that's all done up, because on my ride earlier, like I was telling you guys, if you were here, man, renovating a house, having a YouTube channel, taking care of my dog, doing all kinds of other stuff in my life, it's just backing me up, man. This year I didn't even get nothing done. Just my news channel. I started a news channel. Thanks for joining me. So like, share, follow, guys. I love to talk. I love the sound of my own voice. No, I'm just joking. Look at these dumb people, right? They put a no exit sign here because it's a dead end. What, they ain't supposed to put it here? You're already driving in here. You're already halfway down the damn street. What are you going to do? See a no exit sign halfway down the street. They're still going to go down there and turn around. They're supposed to put it on that pole way over there. Of course, dear friend. Termites in the tree? Yeah, that tree's coming down if that's what you're saying. Termites in there? Yeah, that tree's all rotted out probably from termites. Oh, geez, lucky I live far away. Yeah, you're right. Termites would probably be up in there. Maybe that's what you were saying. Well, yeah, $140,000, guys. Literally, like, my neighbor was like, I'm going to stick up my house for this much. I'm like, I'm putting up my house for this much. I don't know what's going on in this world. I don't know. 140, everything's rotted. The whole walls are rotted out. It's like literally, it's a full teardown. It's a full fucking teardown. A couple seconds, the sun is going to be going down so nice. It's just so beautiful, man. I'm putting my patio thing right here. I just ran out of this stuff for now, so I'm just waiting. But it's gonna be so beautiful. That garage is gonna be all fixed up next year. I'm gonna put my sunflower seeds all along beside the garage there, because the sun rises right there, and then when it comes, the sun won't hit there because my garage is there. God, I don't know where to put the sunflowers next year, but it's beautiful, guys. It's just so relaxing. This is my life, man. Like, I tell you to get away from the hustle and bustle and try to find yourself somewhere to relax and spend time by yourself or with somebody who understands you. And if nobody understands you, man, just get to your lonesome self, get to yourself, love yourself and understand yourself, man. You ain't gonna understand anyone else in life if you don't understand yourself, right? If people don't accept you for who you are, oh, move out of there, man. Get out of that situation. I will never ever let somebody bring me down or steal my energy, man. I don't care. People tell me about my teeth. They tell me about my criminal record. They tell me about my bad family. I don't care. I'll stick to my 160. Oh, Arizona off grid. Yeah, I wish. See, this was my only opportunity. I bought it for $30,000. I had that money in the bank, and it was during the beginning of the pandemic. I came back from Jamaica. I was living in London, Ontario in a rooming house. It was a condominium, but we all had our own room, $1,000 each or whatever, and I was living with two nurses and two students. So I was just like, nope, I'm gone. I've got $30,000. I've got a trailer. Parked the trailer there my dad gave me. And then I just started working on the house, man. I was like, yeah, the whole world is shut down. This is my opportunity to find myself, learn who I am, start eating healthy, taking my walks, building my life. Like I was saying, if you're just joining me now, guys, in a couple days, I've got the garage door for there already, and I got the steel already ordered. The garage door is in my house. I got to put the steel on, and then I've got to do the flashing. I've got to do some flashing along the sides and around the garage door, and then I got to slam the garage door in there, and that's where my wood is going to be for the winter. I have a wood stove. So thanks for being here, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful sunset, man. Yeah, I'm going to have a nice big patio right here. I'm going to put 4 cement things like there, and get like a 12 by 10 patio over top of here. And just boom, give me my iced tea and give me my Mary Jane. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for the likes, man. Thanks for the likes. You guys are amazing. Oh, shit. You guys just seen my finger. Let me go show you a couple more things around here. Let me see. I'd show you inside of my house, but it's only half of it is like made up. Only half of it has drywall and stuff. Go for a quick little walk, man. Yeah, only half of my house has drywall right now. It's just been a long process. Mostly this year, I haven't done pretty much nothing. Broadcasting Corporation. Oh, the Citizen Broadcasting Corporation. All right, what's going on, buddy? Loose Screws News. I'm here for you. Dark Roast, 2Dog. All right, what's up, Dark Roast? Jeff from Yorkshire, UK. What? Yorkshire. I've been seeing some of those protests up there lately. The anti-immigration protests. That shit seems like it's kicking off all over the world, eh? I don't have an agenda. I don't really care. I just watch the news. I watch both. I watch both sides of the news too, right? I don't really just have a rabbit hole or whatever it's called, a echo chamber. I don't have an echo chamber that I listen to, right? Because everybody's lying in the news. You got to read between the lines, right? So you got to know both sides of the story. You got to know what Fox News is saying, and you got to know what CNN is saying. And then you got to figure it out and read in between the lines and say, okay, well, this is actually the truth. See this house right here, guys? Remember that house I just told you was for sale for $50,000, and then it's on the corner right there. Somebody sold it for $50,000, then they sold it for $120, and then they just sold it for $140. That piece of crap house, this house is the same house as that piece of crap house. If you look at the window and the doors, all they did was add a side right here. They added a portion at the side, and they built the house up one level. But the whole house is the same house as that house. So that house had so much potential, and I tried to buy it with my dad, but he wouldn't do it with me. He just wanted me to lend him $20,000 so he could buy it himself, and I was like, Sorry, I don't lend nobody money. I don't lend my family money. I don't lend friends money. I don't lend anybody money. It just never comes back. And I just warn you guys too to never help anybody, actually. People become dependent on your help and then they forget how to help themselves. So you're never really doing anybody any favors by like helping them out. So like I do believe in socialism to a certain degree, like, you know what I mean? Everyone helped everyone, but like if your friends and family just want to rely on you, it's not a good look. So that's why I've cut out most people in my life. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna go up here to this farmer's field up here. The sunset just gets really nice up here sometimes. Maybe another 10 minutes. Maybe another 10 minutes there. Go for a little walk. Yeah, so let me check some of these chats. Liberty. Yes, we love liberty. I love Lady Liberty. I love freedom. I love rights. I love the Constitution of America, and I love the Constitution in Canada. We both have constitutions, and they're very, very similar. And don't mess around, man. Don't mess around when it comes to freedom, mostly freedom of speech. Like, I do not mess around when it comes to freedom of speech. I don't care what your viewpoint is. I just don't want you in a closet with a couple other people becoming all radical because you don't have the freedom to say whatever you want to say. The last thing you want is silence. You know what comes after silence? Violence, right? So you want to make sure that you know what everybody is saying. Once you shut people into a closet and they're talking all by themselves, they come out of that closet, man. It's pretty loud. It's pretty loud most times. I bought my lawnmower from these guys. I didn't have a vehicle back then. I didn't have any way to frickin' get my lawnmower that I was gonna buy. I bought a riding lawnmower. I just bought it from them and drove it home. They just were laughing there. The lady was actually, she had the credit agency on the phone, thinking that I'm coming in to buy it on credit or something. They're like, oh my God, you bought cash. Nobody ever buys cash. I'm like, what do you mean? All these people come here. They got the biggest, nicest trucks in the world and they never buy cash? She's like, no, nobody ever buys cash. I'm like, oh, I guess people love to pay insurance, or not insurance, but interest, eh? Well, I need one of them electric motorcycles, guys. They've got some really nice electric motorcycles in here, man. Not like my electric, I mean like the dirt bike, like that electric. Like that dirt bike right here. There's another dirt bike right there. Usually they got a bunch of John Deere stuff outside in the front there, but it's all put away for some reason. And sometimes they got a big freaking boat back here, a big river boat. But it's not back here, man. That sucks. Sometimes I come back here and check it out, man. I'm like, fuck, I wish I could own something like that. God dang, $1 million boat. Golf course right over there, guys. I'm going to go over there in the next couple weeks with me and my dog and take our walks over there because it's going to be closing down soon. So I'll be able to walk and go through by the water mountains and all the beautiful, they must have some beautiful stuff over there at the golf course. Fucking damn expensive golf course too. I can't afford it. Not that I played golf. I played once in my life when I was a carpenter in the Carpenters Union down south by Toronto, Ontario. Yeah, we had a Carpenters Union golf tournament. I went and bought brand new clubs. I went and bought a whole outfit and everything. And so I get there and like, oh man, people are like, yeah, I want Gene on my team there. He looks like he knows what he's doing. I didn't say anything. I wasn't going to be like, hey guys, I suck ass. Never hit this ball before. I surely looked like I knew what I was doing, man. I had the whole fucking professional PGA Tour freaking gear on, and they were just laughing at me when I hit that first ball, man. Just, pow, it went that way. Hit the second ball, pow, it went that way. What the fuck? They're like, hey, man. And like, you didn't have a clue when you seen the brand new golf clubs. Like, I'm taking the wrapper off of the golf clubs. Like, You didn't have a clue that I didn't know what I was doing? Like, if I knew what I was doing, I'd probably have a rusty pair of golf clubs that were worn in or something, you know? Yeah, we have a train that passes by here. That's the only thing that's wrong with my house, really. It passes by 3 times a week, like once a day. Once it goes this way, and then that way, and then a couple of days later. I think Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh shit. It's not even a big train. It maybe takes like 30 seconds to go by. I don't even really hear it when it goes by, but I'm gonna turn around because I know you guys will probably hear it. I know this mic only protects a little bit, but it's beautiful. I go down there, walk with my dog. There's a water treatment facility down there, but usually I go that way and walk with my dog. A couple nice things down there, but yeah. Yeah, I actually like the train. Actually, to tell you the truth, it wouldn't bother me if it came by every day of the week, actually. I like watching it. I like waving at the guy. Hey, man, what's going on? He waves back at me. Sometimes he honks the horn and stuff. But thanks to one of my viewers, oh, look at this is a small one today, yeah. Because thanks to one of my viewers, like, they told me about doing gardening beside the train tracks. Like, don't eat those sunflower seeds that I'm growing and this and that. And I'm like, okay. And I researched it. Yeah, man. If you're near a train track, man, be careful with your gardening and stuff. It's a lot of brake dust and everything else gets shipped off of those trains, man. And right beside my house was like a old train station. Like the train station was there for 100 and something years. So I only ate out of the garden once there the first year I came up here, and now, no thank you. I'm not, I'll never eat out of the ground again, man. I'll always buy my soil from the, wherever, you know what I mean? From the place you buy your soil, and I'll grow my trees, I'll grow my medicine, and I'll grow my vegetables with the soil I buy. But that's another thing I'm going to tell everybody, man. You guys got to start getting self-sufficient. If you got acreage, like that one guy said, you guys know what you're doing, man. Getting off-grid, man. How many off-grid people here? You guys know what you're doing. I'm the same way. I got my wood stove. I want to get solar panel if I can. And I just want to make sure I'm not reliant on the government no more. Like, the government can shut it all down at any time, man. Or they can just triple the prices at any time. Inflate the money at any time, right? So, kind of sucks, man. Anyways, thanks, guys. I'm going to go and get a drink, smoke my medication, play with my dog. Oh, shit, I was going to show you guys that sunset, man. That sunset's beautiful, man. Jesus, that train distracted me. Me wanting to get there home to roll up some stinky Cali. Some stinky Cali. I'm in a French community, guys. Every street is named after French. The street I'm on right now is called Principal. Yeah. Every street is named French Street, man. And they didn't like me when I first moved here, man. I don't know if you know anything about French Canadians. They thought they were losing their heritage. I'm like, you don't even live in Quebec like we live in Canada, right? There's Quebec, it's a French province. And then there's Ontario right beside Quebec, which is mainly English. Well, they thought they were losing their heritage, man. They thought they were losing everything. All these people are moving from Toronto and buying all the cheap houses. Oh, bon, we're gonna lose all our language. And like, what the fuck? They started calling like all the bylaws on me, all the code enforcement, all the electrical people. See, if you look at the names, it's oh God, I just doxed myself. Cartier. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. My dog, the owner, my dog's best friend wants me to come get my dog. I told them I was just 5 minutes away. I'm gonna come up here and then I'm gonna rush home. I totally forgot about my dog. I didn't even know how late it was. But yeah, this is the life, guys. This is the life. This guy's got a nice wood stove too. He helped me put in my... He's a friend of mine. I gotta learn how to cut trees down though. I gotta buy a chainsaw and learn how to cut trees, but god dang it, that shit looks dangerous on the internet, man. I don't want to die. But then I don't actually want to buy my wood either. This year, I had to buy wood, right? Having a wood stove is no good if you gotta buy still. So I gotta get a chainsaw and learn how to cut trees down and yeah, save myself a couple $1,000s a year. I can use that on plane tickets. Let me check some of this chat. Hold on, guys. Let me go right here. Check the chat. Sorry. Sunset is wonderful. Yeah, wow. Wood is expensive too. I know it's too expensive. I need to, this year I couldn't do it, but I was going to buy a four-wheeler so I can get a four-wheeler and a trailer hitch or whatever. I got a trailer, but yeah, get a four-wheeler and drag my trailer up into the bush. Like, look at, there's wood everywhere, right? The law is if you can find a tree that's dead, like if that was in the bush, that dead tree, I would be able to cut it because it's standing dead wood. It's no good to nobody but fires, you know what I mean? So I would be able to do that. Yes, everybody stay positive, man. Please find some work or job for me. Oh, everybody find a job. Everybody try hard. If you're poor, I understand. I understand that, man. I grew up with no breakfast, no lunch, and I stood. For supper, I had to go to the church, and the church would feed me the free food. So I understand, man. I understand. That's why nowadays I can just live with nothing. Citizens get iced. Do one thing. Go to UltraViewer. $10 a cord, I think. Oh yeah, go buy it. If it's only $10, hey man, if you can afford it. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I gotta get back to my dog. Yeah, I gotta get back to my dog. Next time I'll put my dog at home or I'll bring my dog for the walk and then maybe I'll film in horizontal too. I'll turn my phone that way, you know what I mean? And I'll do a live that way. But usually when I do a live that way, I only get like 10 people up on my live. And I ain't trying to get 10 people. I like when I'm talking to thousands of people. I like my voice, you know what I mean? I like my voice. I am a narcissist. I'm just joking. We are all narcissistic to a degree. Like you couldn't live in this world if you didn't love yourself to a certain degree, but some people just are better at covering their narcissism. Me, I don't want to cover my narcissism. I love myself. I love me. I love me. And I love me. There's the moon right up there, guys. Wapo. Beautiful. Moon is right up there. It'll be a nice, beautiful night tonight, man. Getting chilly with the frost and everything lately, but I still wake up at 5 in the morning and give thanks for life and just, you always got to give thanks for life. Even if you don't got food that day, you know, something's going to break your way, man. It took me 40 years to go from poverty to anything. So never give up, man. Never think that it's too late either. Like, just somebody give me a house. Oh, look at that. We got fire trucks or something. We got action, guys. We got action. God dang it. We got action. Oh, my God. I gotta go put my dog away and go see what's going on. Maybe something's burning. Yeah, that's one thing about this community, guys. It sucks. Yeah, you see the fire truck there? That's the fire station. But if your house is burning, they don't save it. I've seen like 4 houses burn down in the community. They get there, it's volunteer firefighters. They get there to save your neighbor's house, right? Like your house, your garage, it's gone. But they'll, I seen another guy's garage, it burnt down over there. And by the time they got there, it didn't catch his house on fire. You know what I mean? Like his back porch was just starting to catch fire and they put everything out, right? So it is what it is. Volunteer firefighter in a city of 300 homes, right? So it is what it is. At least they're going to try to save your house, but it's probably not going to happen. Well, I'm feeling like a millionaire, guys, right now. Like I'm literally feeling like a damn millionaire. This house right here, it needs to be torn down, and it was just sold for 140. I think they just sold that house for 140,000, eh? Hey, my friend, it's sold again. It's sold again. Third time it's sold. Les sold it to the person. He cleaned up the yard, sold it to the lady. The lady just put it on the market again for 140. It's a teardown, 140. Yeah, crazy, I know. Literally, it's a teardown, and somebody sold it for like, I think 30, and that guy put it up for like probably 120, and then that person just put it up for like 140, and it's literally a teardown. So I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling like a millionaire. I'm feeling like my house is worth 200 grand right now, and it's still a abandoned house. All right, guys, I got to go. Enjoy, everybody. Thank you for being here, man. Here, let me just give you a little bit of it right here. A little bit of that beautiful sunset. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later.